Okay, let's take a look at Dragonkin the Banished. This game is like Diablo and part of Exile. It's an action RPG and it's developed by a company called Eco Software and it was just released in March 2026. The game is about heroes trying to stop ancient dragons from being unleashed onto the world. These dragons are kind of like demons. They are trapped in another dimension, waiting for their followers to set them free so they can take over the world. Your job as the hero is to stop these followers before everything goes completely sideways. Now, the story itself, it's decent. It's not mind-blowing or super deep, but honestly, for this type of game, it does the job just fine. Now, when it comes to the gameplay, this is a pretty complex game in my opinion, and there is a lot to do even during the story mode. First off, you have a class-based system in this game, and you got four classes to choose from: the Oracle, the Knight, the Tracker, and the Barbarian. The Knight is your classic tank, heavy melee with fire abilities. The Barbarian is more of a berserker, using ice and building rage during combat. The Oracle is your typical range caster with lightning powers, and the Tracker is more of a scout or assassin, using poison and precision attacks. Now, one thing that really stands out compared to other RPGs is the skill system. Instead of just putting point into a skill tree, this game uses something called Ancestral Grid. Basically, your skill comes as fragments, like puzzle pieces, and you place them into this grid. Each piece has different shapes and modifiers, so you're kind of building your own skill setup like a puzzle. And honestly, this is not easy. You get tons of different fragments in all kinds of shapes and sizes, and figuring out the perfect combination can take a lot of time. I personally get stuck here a lot, just trying to optimize my build. But I actually really enjoy it. It's not frustrating to me, it's more like addictive. But yeah, it can be definitely be time consuming. On top of that, you get your standard attribute points for each class, and you gain more points the more you level up. There is also a character called the Grand Benedictor. With him, you can sacrifice gear and fragments to unlock talents and modifiers. Every legendary item has a talent attached to it, and if you sacrifice enough items with the same talent, you unlock it permanently. That means you can use that talent without needing to have it on your gear. This is actually really powerful. You can also use this system to add modifiers to your skills without relying on the ancestral grid, which is super useful if you're missing a specific fragment. I'm not going to go into deep into this though. Honestly, this alone could be an entire video. Oh, and I also need to mention the Wyrmlings, because this is a really cool feature. They aren't just cosmetic pets, they are elemental dragon companions that actually fight alongside you. You get different types like fire, ice, toxic, and electric, so you can kind of match them with your own build. And they are not just doing a random damage. You get skill points for them as well, and you can add equipment to them. They also have their own skills that are integrated to the ancestral grid. So while you are playing, they constantly helping out with automatic support attacks in the background, which already makes them feel pretty impactful. But where it gets really interesting is at high ranks, around rank 4, where they unlock something called symbiosis. And basically, that means your Wyrmling starts syncing with your character skills in a much deeper way, opening up a lot more customization and build potential. So it's not just a companion, it actually becomes a core part of your build, which is really cool. Then there is the city system. You can upgrade your home city with different features, like unlocking more spaces in your ancestral grid. getting a pet that picks up loot for you, crafting better potions, unlocking enhancements for your gear, and so on. Leveling up your city takes time and there's a lot to unlock, but I think it's pretty fun. It always feels good to get those extra rewards while you are playing. Another nice feature they have added is the difficulty system. So you can change the difficulty at any time, and higher difficulty gives you more loot and XP. It's very similar to tournament levels in Diablo, which I really like. Now let's talk a bit about graphics and performance. At first I was a bit worried it would have that kind of Fortnite style look, a bit too cartoony for me, but I got used to it pretty quickly and now I actually think it looks pretty good. The game runs smoothly and the combat feels really solid. One thing that I'm a bit disappointed on is the city. So you can walk around freely in the city, but it feels kind of empty. Not much is really happening here. And since you can fast travel to basically every important location in the city, it almost makes the whole walkable city feel a bit pointless. Overall, I say this game is pretty complex and can feel a bit overwhelming at first. You definitely need to put some time into understanding it, but once it clicks, it's really fun. There's a lot of depth, a lot of ways to improve your character, and a lot to experiment with. I've personally played around 80 hours so far, and I can easily see myself reaching 100 hours before the next update drops. That said, this might not be the best game for casual players. There's a pretty high entry barrier, and it can feel like a lot in the beginning. But if you enjoy this type of game, I definitely recommend giving it some time before judging it. So overall then, if you like action RPGs, there's a very good chance you're going to enjoy Dragonkin the Banished. Thanks for watching this review. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and please leave a comment below and give me your insight of this game. And I see you in the next one.